Well, hello everybody and welcome back to another new vlog. Thank you for joining me once again. I'm trying to get up this beast here behind me, but it's not happening today. Everything's turned out to be a right mess. I'll explain to you exactly why in a few moments, but for now I'm going to see if I can move on and find a decent shot. I'll probably stop here and take this shot anyway of Caer Caradoc. That's the hill behind me. And that's what I was trying to get up, but where I'm standing now, I'm on a path, and this isn't the correct path to get up that hill behind me. I can't use this path here to get up there. Essentially what I've had to do is climb up somewhere over here behind me and follow a path along this ridge line, and that goes up then all the way to the top of Caer Caradoc. Unfortunately, the problem I'm having is I've tried to get up onto that path and discovered that the conditions around here are treacherous. I got so far up I was slipping and sliding everywhere. I'm covered in mud. I've been on my arse a couple of times, and there was just no way of getting up and getting any further, so I decided to abort the mission. But as I'm back down here at this path now, I thought I might try and walk along this path and see if I can get a little bit closer to the hill itself, because at the moment this tree line here is just in my way of capturing a decent shot of that. I'm going to take it anyway, but I want to think about getting a little bit closer, just at least level with that tree line or a little bit past it, to see if I get a better composition of the hill behind me. But in the meantime, I've also discovered there's a path just along here which goes off into this woodland, and that drops down from the hillside somewhere else. So I've got a little bit of a brook that runs along the side of that path just down here somewhere, and I think there may be a hidden waterfall somewhere, or at least a bit of a cascading water feature along that path a little way. I'm going to give it a go anyway and have a look, and then I'll come back and take this shot of Caer Caradoc. So why am I filming on my phone, you ask? Well, it's quite simple really, because I'm an idiot. Last night, before I decided to come on this excursion, I decided it was time to charge all my camera batteries and my microphone batteries, just to be on the safe side, because I knew that at some point something was going to decide to go to sleep on me. Look at all this sheep behind me. I don't know how well you can see them, just up the path, right across the path there behind me. Yeah, I decided to charge all my batteries and make sure everything was ready to go. And when I got here today, got off the train, started my walk, and decided to set the camera up ready to start doing some video footage, and suddenly realised that the wireless microphone that I've got hadn't actually fully charged. The transmitter had charged, no problem with that, but the receiver on top of the camera hadn't fully charged at all. So I'm left with a receiver that's got no charge in it at all, so I can't use that microphone. Now of course I do have my shotgun microphone with me that goes on the top of the camera itself, and that does sort of limit me anyway, but it's only the same limitation I've got with my phone. So I've just decided, for ease of use, to get the phone out and start recording there with that. There is a shot just here. I'm going to try and get past these sheep without stepping in their shit, and without annoying their meal time. But there is a shot here, so I'm going to walk a few more yards and see if I can get past the tree line and take a shot of the hill in front of me. There was no shot down by the brook, just behind me. Not the cascades that I thought there might have been down there anyway. So I came back here to take a shot of the hill behind me. I quite like the way this path runs through from the bottom left hand corner of the scene. If I just kind of position myself in the right place, that looks perfect, and it really leads your eye towards that hill in the background. I also managed to shoot a couple of panoramas. One of them was a handheld panorama as well. I don't know which one I'm going to be showing you, whichever I prefer when I get them back on the computer at home. But I've brought two cameras. I'd originally brought my Canon EOS RP to record video footage and potentially to take a few photos while I was here. But I'd also brought the EOS 40D to take most of the photos. Now, I've only just got the 40D out of the bag, but there was a reason why I did it. I thought this scene behind me looked good as a panorama, and I wanted to get the 70 to 300mm lens out and shoot it with that. I'm shooting it with my Tamron lens, by the way, the one that's broken, and it's still broken. But just at the focal length where it's now fixed at, I can manage to get a decent shot of the hill behind me and create a decent panorama with that. However, I still think it was still a little bit of a tight crop. So I've taken the 70 to 300mm lens off the 40D and put it onto my EOS RP and taken the panorama again with that, but with the RP I've handheld rather than putting it on the tripod, whereas I've had the 40D on the tripod purely and simply because the camera body is slightly heavier, and it becomes a little bit more difficult to handhold because of the extra weight. So I decided to handhold the RP and use the tripod for the 40D. I think I'm going to prefer the panorama that's taken with the RP, but I don't know for sure yet. So you'll know before I do. I'm going to move on and see if I can find something else now. I did have kind of a second choice option, a backup option, if I couldn't get up the hill today. So maybe I'll go and see if I can do that before I go. But so far, I'm quite liking the pictures. I took a few more pictures when I was trying to climb the hill earlier, and it was very treacherous. I think I took one or two more going up there, purely and simply because I like the views that I was getting up there. I didn't get very far up, obviously, so I'm sure the views would have been better from the summit. But never mind, I can come back here another day when the weather's not so bad and the conditions aren't quite so treacherous. So that was very interesting. I managed to get myself back into the little town called Church Stretton, which is not far from Caer Caradoc, and that's where I caught my train to this morning on my way here. So I've got to go back there in a few minutes to get the train back. But just behind me you'll see the hills of Shropshire Hills, and this area behind me is known as the Long Mynd. Don't ask me why it's called that, but those hills there are beautiful and I really like the way they look. But if I turn around a little way around here, then just in the opposite direction, that there is Caer Caradoc, where I was trying to get up earlier. I think it's that one there actually, and then that one there is a hill called Hope Boulder. Now that's not Boulder with a U, that's Boulder with a W, so that's B-O-W-L-D-E-R. I don't know why that's called that either, but I was trying to get up Caer Caradoc, and then you've got obviously Hope Boulder just there, and then behind me as I swing back round you've got the Long Mynd. So I'm going to stop here. It's not really a proper viewpoint, it's just at the side of a road, but I'm going to stop here and try and take a couple of shots of both the Long Mynd and over towards Hope Boulder and Caer Caradoc. That's it for today's vlog then, folks. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it, even though there's been one or two challenges, partly of my own making, to be honest, but I have really enjoyed being out and about in the Shropshire Hills today. I haven't really walked up that many hills in truth, but I've managed to get a few decent images and I hope they've come across in the video as well. If you have enjoyed today's vlog, please remember to give the video a thumbs up, and also please remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I look forward to seeing you again on another vlog very soon. Bye for now.